All right then, Burkina Faso. Well, another landlocked country in Western Africa. We're gonna look at them. So they have just a little bit of desert here in the north, but look at this: 25 million people and rising. They count those people like I don't know. We count money here in in the Western world, I guess. But let's see how well they doing. Well, judging for the street view and 360, not so well. So we just spend a little bit of the time here to see how they doing, but I don't think you're gonna see that much information. But hey, we start pretty good, I would say. Just look at these camels in the desert and a Toyota right there. I mean, that and some hands here. Look at the kid in, that's creepy, okay. But the camels look pretty nice. I mean, I like them. Look at this, just staying there. Nice. I'm not sure exactly those two guys there that make that 360 with that Toyota right there, but at least they have something there. Burkina Faso look pretty decent so far. They have a highway here, they have some housing right there, they have a greenlands there, so not exactly bad. Even here in the arid area, they still looking pretty normally, I would say, pretty decent so far. Let's see how that changes when it's fucked up picture, what the fuck. How that changes when you go in a city area, and now we are in a city. Look at the airport, how big that it is. Let's go on the runway. Let's see the runway here. Well, not exactly runway, but yeah, I don't know exactly who make those. It's an expensive car. Who put those 360 there, but they're not doing a good job. I have to say, they're not doing a good job. They have some helicopters here. Wow, that's military ones, I think. They're doing pretty well, I guess, in that department. But let's see how they live. Yeah, the same shithole as we see pretty much in LA, pretty much all over the Africa. Everyone jamming together. Some paved roads, but just the main one. The other one just, nah, I think it's too much work. Not that much 360 or street views, but at least we have something to work with. This is from 2017. Wow, can you remember that? 2017? I don't even remember what I did that back then. Not so great of a street view, but the road looked pretty decent, I have to say. The housing, yeah, the same problem as everyone else, but the roads is not that bad. It is not bad at all. And yeah, some garbage each and there, but okay, it's a lot of garbage. So I was preparing to say not that much garbage, but no, there is quite a few garbage there. And the way they live, I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe I just don't hate those style of, I don't know, layouts of the city. But wow, look at this guy. There's a rich guy right there, I guess. A barbed wire. They have some weird door. Not sure exactly what's happening there. They have like a black screen here and not even close. They doing pretty decent on that street, although I have to say they didn't have that much tarmac. They don't have paved roads that much, but I guess it's an option here. But yeah, the way they live, I mean, just jamming everyone together. Everyone comes to, I think everyone, they see like, oh, we're gonna make so much money in the city, we're gonna move there, we're gonna do such a great life. And the reality is not. You're not gonna do in a great life. You're actually doing much worse than we do in I don't know, in the wildlife, I guess. A lot of people, look at this, a lot of them, a lot of people, they're just bursting out of the people here, and a lot of garbage in the same time. Oh, a white guy here. Okay, it's gonna be murder. Just pray for his soul. This is 2017. I don't think he make it, but fine. Another white guy is here. Okay, that's you're taking chances here. Everyone just pretty much look at you, as you can see. It's just strange. Everyone, nobody trusts you as a white guy there. So I don't know. God have mercy on your soul. What else can we find here? Well, let's go here on the highway, I guess. The main road supposed to look pretty good. The same guy with the bike. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's move to other city. This one we can understand. I mean, like, it's a known fact by now. We make so much videos about these countries. The same is not that much interesting. The landscape, yeah, it's nice. That's a different story. But in the cities and the way they live, no difference whatsoever. It's just the way they do. That's, if you move them in Europe, if you move them in the United States, they're gonna have the same life. They're not gonna move to a different, oh my god, to a different way of living. A lot of garbage here, as you can see. Nobody cares about that, so I guess they dump them. See, somebody just probably if someone dumps a bag of garbage there and someone else see it, everyone is gonna dump their garbage there. So just a matter of time until one of those guys, they're gonna throw them there, and the rest of them will follow. That's pretty nice. They're looking pretty good. I mean, look at this. That's nice. Although I will not take a bath what the other guys stay there and eats. That's pretty weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Well, Burkina Faso, I don't know what to say about them. I mean, kind of basics, I guess. A land, pretty big one. Definitely some wars here, 100%. I mean, land is nice, but those people, I don't see them value that land that much. So, I don't know. I guess there will be a time probably when the Europeans at least, maybe, like I say, this century is shut. But if they survive the colonization of Africans in Europe, Europeans, they will go back here to rule, because definitely they didn't do it. I mean, they leave them by themselves, and clearly they did a horrible job. So we have to intervene by now, just the way it is. Like I said, not this century, but the next one, probably, yeah. This century have to rebuild the military and take some experience, but the next one, we will see that 100%. Yeah. Wow, look at these expensive cars. Everyone drives a goddamn Toyota in the entire continent, for God's sake. How many they sell here? It's insane. Yeah, the way of living, the same way they living. Burkina Faso, not interesting. Let's go with the numbers. 24 million people and rising, as you can see. But watch this, 1955, 4.5 million people. You got that. 4.5 million people in this land with 1% increase, 1.2% increase rate. That will be mean like around 51,000 people increase per year. Minus 21,000 migration, median age 18 years old, for God's sake. Fertility rate 6, which is insane. At some point they got above 7, 7.2, 7.3, for God's sake. Density 16 people per square kilometer. That's 16 times more than it's supposed to be. And urban population back then 4.3%. So 1955, you have to manage 190,000 people in an urban area. Yeah, you're not gonna do that. Fast forward to 2025, population is now 24,000 people. I can imagine 24 million. Sorry, 24 million people. It's insane. With 2.2 increase rate, so more and more, almost double than it's supposed to be in 1955 for a much bigger number. So now they are more than 500,000 increase in population, net increase every year, which is insane. Migration, minus 27,000, and median age around 17 years old, so they got even younger, for God's sake. Fertility rate, now they got dropped a bit, it's 4, but still way too much. And density, it's 88 people per square kilometers. Insane. Urban population, 33%. That means you have to manage 8.1 million people. So good luck with that. Look at this. By 2050, population is going to be 37 million people with 1.4% increase rate. That will be roughly around 500,000 net increase, with minus 42,000 people migrating outside the country. Median age 25 years old, so they got older already, and a fertility rate 2.6, still well above the replacement rate. So yeah, not as bad as they used to be, but still for 2050 it's something. Density 136 people per square kilometer, so quite a lot. Urban population 58%. That means you, Burkina Faso, have to manage 21 million people in an urban area. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Life expectancy here is very, very, very good. It's 61 years old for both sexes, 63 for females, almost 60 for males. So they're doing a very well job. They're a very, very good job. And still rising, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Infant mortality, it's 53 years old, and death under age of 80, not years, sorry, just 53 cases. 53 and 80, which is quite a lot, but they're going down, so I guess it's not that big of a problem. Let's go now with demographic. As you can see, the pyramid is doing pretty well. They have some outsides here from the females and males in 2 years, so probably something happened then. But they have a small increase in male population, surplus population by the age of 2022, and then they go in a slightly bigger female surplus population, which is quite interesting. But the base of the pyramid is pretty strong, so don't worry that much about it. Yeah, this is the picture that they have when you type economy of Burkina Faso. So yeah, I don't expect to be that much. At least everything is on green. So GDP is around 27 billion US dollars and PPP around 72 billion US dollars. That's the entire economy of Burkina Faso. GDP growth, look at this, 3%, 4.4, 4.3, 4.5. So not that much for such a small economy. It's way, way less than supposed to be. And GDP per capita, $1,110. And PPP around $3,000. Very small, not that much interesting to be honest. Unemployment rate in 2023 only 5%, so not so bad. Not so bad. Let's see corruption in Burkina Faso. Let's see how they're doing in this department. So Burkina Faso, 41 points and they go up 1 point. So they are perceived as a more corrupt country, but in the same time, it could be almost perceived as less corrupt in a near future. Let's hope for them, but no. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad so far. What else can we say about this country? Well, they speak English and French. Those are the working languages. Okay, that's weird, but it is what it is. Religion, 63% Islam and 26% Christians. Okay, let's see what else. They have here a map of West Africa, probably different tribes. Back then, look at this. They fight with the horses and spears. The way they build now, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. We have some guys there on black and white. We have George W. Bush here. We have here some sort of a protest. Have some sort of the war here. Some sort of the camp there. Weird shape, but again, that's Africa pretty much. Nice landscapes. No idea what's happened there, but doesn't look that great. Symbol nationale. Okay, some sort of a military probably building of the downtown National Assembly. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to be there. They have the processing facility. Wow, it looks pretty nice. On the mine, looks pretty nice, I have to say. Wow, that's a nice market. I don't think we see that, but we don't have that much 360 so or street view, so I can confirm that. But it's looking pretty good. Wow, that's a nice old building architecture. It's a mosque, looking very nice. This one not so much. What else can I find? This is some sort of a local tribe here. I have some local woman again. We have some sort of vegetables. We have a cameraman. We have a cameraman here. That's, look at this Sony headset. Pretty good, pretty good. Some local cuisine. Some local, I mean, national football team. So that's it. That's Burkina Faso. If you are that interesting in this country, you can make your own research and look much deeper than I did into this country. For me, it's enough. I mean, it's pretty good, but in the same time, it's pretty good for African countries. For the entire world, not even close, for God's sake. But I guess it's 25 million people living in this land. And guess what? They're gonna get 37 pretty soon. So yeah, prepare for that, I guess. Well, that was the Burkina Faso. I guess you live there, leave a comment and say how things are really there. Until next time, check the other videos and see you in the next video.